Okay. I'm going to set the intention that my energy only be allowed to be shared with those who intend to reciprocate, those who do not use, abuse, manipulate, and or distort. Ashe. 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 All right, we're going to get into a collective message like we always do. Try to keep it brief. Try to keep it brief as I can. Welcome in. If you are new here, welcome back. If you are not, hey family, I missed you guys. Okay, I'm sure you missed your girl too. I'm going to put the poll up for anybody who wants any questions, mini reads, and ancestor burns. Thank you for the heart meat. Okay, everything you need for that will be up here in the poll. All right, let's get into this message. We sure do. Yes, sometimes it's a hiatuses are needed. Yeah. I just think you might be seeing me a little less. Got a little more going on. But still gonna try to show up as much as I can for you guys. When I can. Because that's just me. Alright. Blood of my blood. Root of my root, bone of my bone. Please show me what my human eyes cannot see. Dear God, I've been so detached from the world, period. So I don't even know what the energy is going to be like. Alright. Blood of my blood, root of my root, bone of my bone. Please show me what my human eyes cannot see. Dear God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and ascended masters, I ask that you give me clear and concise messages. I ask that any non-negative energies, entity attachments, spell work, hexes, curses, distortions, be returned back to its sender immediately and indefinitely. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Yes, thank you to everybody tapping their screen. Thank you to anyone who sends any gifts, donations, mini reads, or like purchases, reads. Those actually do really help your girl out. So thank you. Okay. This is the end of your instability. Someone's just not man enough to step up to the plate. Someone's about to let an opportunity they prayed for pass them by because they have too much pride and ego to be open and receptive to this thing that they prayed for. All right. So be mindful, because we can pray for things all day long, and then when those things arrive, you won't even recognize them because you didn't prepare yourself. All right. This is someone who did not prepare themselves to receive what they prayed for. Okay. So they're going to let this opportunity pass them by. And as the receiving person on the opposite end of that, you have to be okay with that. All right. That's a part of your journey in itself. Okay. That speaks more to how you handle that situation. It speaks more to your character than the situation itself. Because most people will take rejection as anything other than protection. And it's exactly that. Like, it's no way around it. Rejection is protection. If somebody cannot see your value, that's okay. That's okay. All right, so you got a kingdom spouse out here. Your contract with this person is null and void. All right, contract null and void, kingdom spouse. All right. So whoever the person was, this does not mean you will not have a kingdom spouse. What this means is the person that was intended to be your kingdom spouse does not have the correct heart posture to receive you. So thus, their position will be taken by somebody else. They are descending from that position, and someone else is going to step up. All right. Excuse me. Like I said, how you receive what's happening matters more than anything. Your perspective on what's happening matters more than anything. Just because somebody else feels like you're not ready for something does not mean that you're not ready for something. All right. It is okay. This is bothering the hell out of me. The fuck? This makes me want to cut layers in my hair. Where's my clip? Wait a second. I think over the last few days, I have come to the realization that not only myself, but I think we as a society tend to not just want to accept things for what it is because of how everything aligns or how it's supposed to, how we feel it's supposed to go. And sometimes that shit be a blessing in disguise. Redirection, it be a blessing in disguise because it's really not that deep. It's okay. I think that when people let people walk out of their lives or just, watch people kind of like watch them from the outside looking in and not like really show up for them, they take it personal. And that's less about you and more about that person's mindset and what they feel they have or are capable of giving you, right? What they expect out of themselves, even from on their own end, that has less to do with you. Because if you have higher expectations for yourself as a person, and then somebody meets someone else who has higher expectations for themselves, so it's even harder to meet your expectations because your expectations are already high on yourself, for yourself. You know what I mean? It happens. Some people be like, I don't even know how you live up to your expectations. That means you're not ready. That means you're not ready. You know what I mean? What I provide for myself should be the bare minimum of what you can provide for me. All right. Blood of my blood, root of my root, bone of my bone. Please show me what my human eyes cannot see. The God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and ascended masters. I ask you to give me clear and concise messages. I say any non-negative energies, entity, attachment, spell, word, hexes, curses, distortions, myself to myself, the collective, or the messages. And management binding, any intentions to return back to the sender immediately and indefinitely. Somebody's got a copycat out here. That's another thing. If you take a step back, the more you take a step back, the more people can see who's copying and who's actually authentic. Because when you leave the scene, babe, it gets real stagnant. It gets real repetitive. You see what I'm saying? People don't start coming up with new ideas and new shit till you start coming back around. Pay attention. Okay? Copycat out here. People are inspired by you. Collective, you are a group of people, 324 on time. You are a group of people that people are inspired by. Whether they want to acknowledge that or not, whether they want to tell you that or not, whether they want to admit that or not, it's just what it is. Antisocial. Okay, you could be somebody who's antisocial, which I get. And I used to be like introverted, and now I've moved like from introverted to more like antisocial, because the majority of the people that you meet, they have this fucked up expectation of what life should be like. Like everybody should be nice to you. Nothing should make you uncomfortable. You shouldn't have to be triggered or activated in some type of way. And that's just not me. Like personally, life ain't easy, bitch. And if you looking for easy street, that ain't, I'm not on easy street. So you can go find you easy street. Excuse me. Some people are looking for easy street. You're being called to step up. All right? So at this time, you could be being called to step up in some type of way. All right? Even if that means having to take on a heavier load due to people not wanting to step up to their own responsibilities in terms of maybe you or whatever your situation is. Some of you could have children, whatever it is. So you're having to step up in some type of way. You're being called to step up. Pour into yourself more. All right. This is definitely like a level up in self-love. Okay. That's what it feels like. Stop allowing, and this is another thing that I learned real quick. Stop allowing people to drag you through so much shit before you make a decision. Like, I feel like a lot of women, we try to give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt, but like I said, most people are looking for easy street. So if somebody is not showing up in the capacity in which that you need, okay, in the capacity that you're receptive to, then babe, let it go. Stop trying to force it. Stop trying to make it work. Stop thinking it's this. If it's meant to be, even when you let it go, it will realign. It will realign itself to you. Creating a sisterhood, a bond. Yeah, it's worth the wait. Pour into yourself. Right now, it feels like a bunch of people maybe around this collective who are not, I don't want to say receptive to you, but maybe that's the case. Some of them aren't receptive to you, but it feels like people are expecting you to love yourself less, right? In some type of way. Make yourself small, love yourself less in some type of way. Excuse me. And you know what's so crazy? Sometimes we have to be open to certain perspectives of ourselves, because just the other day, I was by the lake and I was writing in my journal, and I had hit a blunt. That's neither here nor there. But I was, only because I was high, I was able to receive that I may come off a little bit cocky to people, but it's not even necessarily that I'm cocky. It's more so that I actually have humbled myself and made myself small majority of my life. And so now, in honor of my ancestors, I shit even harder. Whenever I get the chance, bitch, I'm shitting even harder. You know what I mean? So that may come off cocky to people, but guess what? I've been small. I've been everything that these people want you to be collective. Trust me, you've been that. But if somebody would have came up to me and be like, you know, you're cocky, I would have never received that because I wasn't hot. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't have received that. I was like, yeah, you know what, I might do come off that way, but it's genuinely only because I've been small. So to y'all, you may feel like, you know what I mean, this collective has been like this their whole life, when really this is a part of them loving themselves out loud, very fucking loudly, because it was a lot of times in life where people did not love them for who they were and not what they could do, their performance, who they wanted them to be. Copycat out here. Texas is significant. I'm telling y'all, pay attention. Pay attention to the messages. Pay attention to the frequency of the messages. Pay attention to all of that shit, because you will see who's actually copying and who is actually authentic. You will see who actually is making growth and room and actually learning from the source, the creator, most high mother and father, and who's actually just regurgitating shit over and over on the internet. Excuse me. Fifth element, ether translate to the spirit of consciousness, which is Yahweh. Like, honestly, when certain people leave the scene, me included, shit gets stagnant amongst the spiritual community. And these are the same people that don't want to pay you the respect that you deserve. Okay? Be mindful of that. Same shit. Everything cookies and rainbows and sunshine. No type of real accountability, no type of actually checking the shadow, no type of really actually seeing what's really going on a soul level. You see what I'm saying? Not people telling y'all what y'all want to hear. This is what I mean by people do get on this internet and tell y'all what y'all want to hear. Captain Hook out here. People really do get on this internet and tell y'all what y'all want to hear, and it's not because it's what y'all want to hear, it's because it's what they want to hear. Remember that. When people are regurgitating this shit to you, it's what they want to hear. It's not what they want to give you. It's not coming from directly from the source. This is what the source needs to teach through this vessel today. Most people are moving out of ego. Most people are doing this shit out of ego to maintain some type of an image and not actually be growing in life. So that's why people have all these expectations of what your life should look like, what it shouldn't look like, this, that, and the third. But the reality is, babe, if you're actually growing in alignment to the flow state in your life, it don't look like how y'all be trying to make it look. Excuse me. I don't want to leave you, but I will if I have to. And a lot more women on here are trying to coach these men, Captain Hook energy, into doing the right thing. And it's like, stop doing that. Because most of these motherfuckers wouldn't do it if you weren't sitting there trying to coach their ass into doing the right thing. Stop. Be useless to these niggas. Stop coaching them into getting you. Okay? Stop doing that shit. Because they don't even value it. They don't even value the strategy it took to get there. You see what I'm saying? People don't value shit they didn't have to work for. And it don't always have to be like putting your hands and feet to the... I mean, sometimes you have to mentally do fucking hurdles in this bitch to get to somebody. Understand that. That's reaching for the stars. Let these niggas reach for the stars. Motherfucker ain't willing to learn gymnastics, they ain't willing to have you. Jacob, they're not willing to learn gymnastics. They're not willing to do what it takes to have you in your life. Because growth challenges you. Okay, it challenges you to do shit that you're not normally doing. 3 on the time. It challenges you to be a different person. Period. And if people aren't willing to be a different person, and I'm not saying, oh, you have to be somebody else to be with somebody, but if you want something, if you see something in your future, then there's obviously a version of you that is receptive to that thing. But you have to be willing to do cartwheels, okay? Mental gymnastics, metaphysics, babe. You have to really be willing to do the work to get there. Jacob, it's been a long time coming, and I know change gonna come. This song can be significant. Somebody's just extremely prideful. He's a part of the conversation now, I promise you. We was just in here kicking it, and he just... I start talking. Money is the icing, not the cake. Money is the icing, not the cake. He had needed to be a part of the conversation. Somebody's been keeping up a looks, a people pleaser. All right. You got law officials out here allowing this injustice. All right. They know that you're being wronged. That never gets old, now does it? I just feel like that's a permanent card at this point. When the fuck are y'all not doing... When the fuck are y'all actually doing y'all job? You know, when are y'all actually doing y'all job? While there's niggas out here with cars doing y'all job for y'all. They ain't even on the scene, and they doing y'all job for y'all. New bestie alert out here. Somebody's been committed to misunderstanding you and trying to act like that wasn't the case. No. They are committed to misunderstanding you, love. Understand that. They don't want to put in the necessary work. They don't want to do the mental agilics. They don't want to do the gymnastics mentally. They don't want to actually have to level up here. They don't want to actually have to level up here. They just want to misunderstand you, okay? Can't hide from your ancestors. This is somebody that may have been able to hide from you, but they cannot hide from your ancestors. They cannot hide from your spirit team. They cannot hide from the Most High. You ain't seen nothing yet, baby. I'm trying to tell you, this person thinks this is just the beginning. And this is what I mean by people really will get in their ego and their pride when they feel like they can't have their way, especially with people. That's why they tend to not tell y'all the truth. But the reality of this situation is this person is not even realizing this is just the beginning. They have not seen nothing yet. This is just the beginning. Get slid, it's your choice. Okay? So somebody thinking they're going to come over here and test and try collective, promise you, get slid. Your choice. Babe, your choice. We're not the type of collective to really act like we're super nice. No, we're kind to the right people. We have discernment in our kindness. But babe, most of y'all can get it. Most of y'all can get it, bitch. What are you talking about? Max and Ruby out here? Y'all let this love and light shit fool y'all. Y'all let this love and light shit fool y'all. Y'all do. A really amazing friend out here. No, not everybody deserves your niceness. Not everybody deserves your kindness. Not everybody deserves you constantly being compassionate, constantly being understood, constantly pouring that emotional energy. Not everybody deserves that. Majority of people don't deserve that. Especially people who don't even have the ability to do that for you. People who don't even have the capacity to do that for you. You're pouring yourself out like a goddamn pitcher. Please stop doing that. We got to understand when certain people just aren't on our level. We have to understand when certain people just aren't on our level. And it's okay. That don't mean we better than nobody else, but you're just not on my level, babe. And that's what really be hurting motherfuckers' ego and motherfuckers' pride. Because they know that. That's why they want you to be small. That's why they want you to change. That's why they want you to this. That's why they want you to that. Because, babe, they know they're not on your level. They know that. That's why they're committed to misunderstanding you. That's just a truth they haven't been willing to acknowledge within. That's just a truth most people are not willing to acknowledge within. And that's okay. But you don't have to live in somebody else's delusion. You don't have to partake in what somebody else believes you to be, knowing, and you already know who you are. Because most of the time, this shit don't be just some shit that people thought of and it came and they pulled it out their ass to constantly misunderstand you. No, this is something that they have watched someone else do. This is something they have been groomed to do. This is something they have believed, they have been told or taught to believe that this shit is okay. That's why you cannot stick around. Because at some point, it will become abuse. At some point, it will become abuse. So let them call you mean. Let them call you a bitch. Let them call you all of the things in the book, babe. But what they won't call you is green. They can't call you green. They cannot call you green. Somebody's having a mental breakdown. They can't call you green. Somebody had some sort of family meeting. Or somebody's calling a family meeting. Hello. Okay, you can call me everything you want to call me, baby, but you can't call me a damn dummy. You cannot call me boo-boo the fool. You can't call me green. You can't call me a lick. You can't call me a lot of shit. I promise you. I promise you. You cannot call this collective a lot of shit. Because we're willing to be called a bitch. We're willing to be the villain in your story. Just because you don't have the right perspective on life. That don't have shit to do with me. That's fine. That's fine. refusing to address them. Somebody who's having a mental breakdown, you're refusing to address them. I imagine what it's like to hang out with you. That's what I mean. Somebody wants you in their life, but they want you to be the version that they want you to be in order for you to be in their life. Remember that. Every time this person come around and act like they want you in your life, remember it's not the version of yourself that you actually are. It's the version of yourself that they want you to be, or that they believe you to be in their mind, which is smaller than you actually are, babe. Who this person believes you to be is smaller than you actually are. Person is in spiritual jail. Spiritual jail, 8 of Swords energy, mental entrapment, if not physical jail. All right. You can be in spiritual jail while in physical jail. Mm-hmm. You sure can. Somebody kicked you when you were down. All right. But yeah, when I was writing, I really have, like when I'm focused, how do I put this? When I'm focused, it just brings, thank you for all the gifts. When I'm focused and grounded, it brings more clarity to me when I'm in certain situations. But if I'm moving from a place that liberates me in a way, it's very hard to get me to see that unless I'm in a chillax kind of mind state. And unless I'm in a kind of like, I don't really give a fuck anyways. Whatever happens, I don't really give a damn. You know what I mean? That's why I was receptive to that after I had hit the blunt. Excuse me. Get away from me. And most people will tell you not to smoke. I won't tell you that. What I will tell you is to not abuse any sort of plant, herb, anything. Don't abuse it. Do not abuse it. Because then the gifts of it will be stripped from you. The enhancements of it will be stripped from you. So don't look to me when it comes to what you should and shouldn't do in terms of smoking, drinking, none of that shit. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to help you grow and learn. I smoke because, baby, I understand that not to abuse the goddamn drug, period. And I don't always just be walking around with that shit on me. I didn't even have it on me. It just finds me. It finds me. It finds me. It finds me in very special moments and times in life, and I rarely have ever purchased. I promise you. I was having a conversation with somebody, and he was actually talking to me about like 5% and like family dynamics and shit like that. That's what we was talking about, and yeah, it was that when I left. Excuse me. Like I said, shit finds me. Gripper out here. You are never alone, all right? You are never alone. Humility out here. Also, I feel the need to, like, yeah, I expressed what I expressed about the copycat energy, but let's not put too much emphasis on the copycat energy, because people will do that. Like, let's not do that, because it's more about us than it is about them, right? People are going to copy at the end of the day. As long as the message is being spread, that's the most important part. But it's also a part of it that needs to be addressed when somebody is trying to discredit you in some type of way, because that's what most people are doing. They're spreading the message, but also trying to discredit you in some type of way. Like I received this straight from source myself, knowing they have ran into your energy in some type of way. They have learned from you in some type of way. There was some sort of energy exchange between the two of you. Excuse me. That they do not want to acknowledge or value or appreciate. And some people will repetitively, intentionally come to you and try to be in your space or around you without ever acknowledging you, and taking and learning all of what they learn from you, and then, like I said, pretending it's coming from the source. So that in itself needs to be addressed. It's less about the copycat. Motherfuckers gonna copy. Let them copy. Who gives a fuck? Somebody's just looking for a reason to dislike you. You trigger them. Motherfuckers gonna copy. Let them copy. That has nothing to do with nothing. As long as the message is being spread, that's cool. But just make sure, as somebody who does this shit, if you are seeing this is what's happening to you in your life as well, make sure that you acknowledge that. Make sure that you acknowledge that, because the further that you come up and the further that you do shit in life, it will be, people will be more receptive to it if you start saying something now. You see what I'm saying? People will be more receptive to it later when you start saying something about the problem now, the issue at hand now. It's not about pointing the copycat out. Who gives a fuck who's copying and who's not? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Right? I know that if I pursue you, my life will never be the same. It scares me. Not ready. Wife and You by Montana 300. I'm finna get a whole new deck. I'm finna write a whole new deck. I want y'all to know, because everything in this deck culminates to a bunch of energies that definitely were not ready. Okay? In totality, these energies just were not ready. Okay? And not willing to do the work. It's simple. So we're gonna take some cards out, redo another deck. This deck is gonna be brand new by the time y'all see it again. Check the cameras. All right, someone needs to check the cameras. CVS could be significant. All right, check the cameras. Somebody's no longer benefiting from your silence. All right, this is what I mean. People benefit from when you do not speak on certain things. That's why I said speak on it. Don't drag it. Don't do wool. It is what it is. Speak on it. Let it be. Like, somebody did some real weird ass shit the other day, and it was like, for me personally, the old me would have went back and forth. The old me would have, like, tried to make you feel where I was coming from, and the new me was just like, yeah, we're just not in alignment. That's just not what this ain't what I'm looking for. Keep it a beat. I'm not looking for that shit. Grown. The old me would have been like, no, maybe I could try to force it to work. No, you have a great day. This isn't working for the both of us. Clearly, this would be unforgettable. I'm not forcing anything, and I want y'all to stop forcing it. When things actually are in alignment to you, they actually flow smoothly. Enigma out here, you're very puzzling and mysterious to people. Things actually flow smoothly. And when you actually step into your flow state, you realize what is out of flow for you and what is out of, it happens pretty quickly. Yeah, you'll be able to communicate for a little bit, but after a while, you'll realize what exactly is for you and what's not for you in an instant, babe. It's simple. It says you loved their soul and not their performance, but their ego was too big to see that. This is what I mean. When shit like this starts to occur, you know things are not in alignment to you. When you can love somebody's soul and not their performance, but they prefer that you love their performance and not their soul, somebody's ego is too big. Okay? Not for you. Simple. Easy math. Easy math. Easy math. Is there anything else? I'm gonna hop into some tarot. Whatever. Refusing to get over it. Oh well, they'll live. Blackmail came out in the reverse. Somebody thought you were gonna try to blackmail you. Easy math. Just because some shit come around don't mean it's for you. That don't mean that you can't get to know it. Okay? It don't mean that you can't get to know it. To know for sure. Because sometimes it could be a wound, okay? A childhood wound of ours that is rejecting something that actually is, or like I said, some part of you could have not been prepared for something. So it's okay for you to see if it actually is for you, even if off the rip you like, you know what I mean? It's okay. God warned you, but you didn't want to listen. This person is in denial too. Okay, God warned this person, but they didn't want to listen. Whatever they were doing was going against the will of the Most High. I'm trying to further push evolution. I'm trying to further push growth. I'm trying to further push something that helps people, and this person was not partaking in that. They were practically doing the opposite. Money matters. So this could have been like involving something in terms of money. All right. Maybe somebody was doing something for the money. Sticking around somewhere for the money. You're making this decision for yourself and not for someone else. All right. So this is a decision that you decided to make for yourself and not for someone else. Okay. Do what's best for you. Take everybody else out of the equation. Do what's best for you. Everybody else needs to come out of the equation, but you. If people don't understand, when people get to a certain place, like when I say, I used to have a cousin that ate me up. She ate me up. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I think a lot of y'all actually knows what it feels like. That's why y'all feel that way about people like me. You know what it feels like when somebody's more intelligent than you and you cannot articulate how you feel, even if you're right or not. That's what's happening. A lot of y'all cannot articulate or even know what you're feeling. And then when somebody who's more intelligent or has a higher IQ than you comes along, y'all get mad. And you try to take it out on that person. And it ain't nothing that I ain't speaking from experiencing. Like I said, I was ate the fuck up as a child. Learn real quick. You're going to have to learn to know what you're talking about. Educate yourself. Grow. All of the things, babe. All of the things. Let's conquer the world together out here. Got big sister out here. Somebody's big sister is getting 15 years of prison time for being a lookout. This person was supposed to make sure you didn't see something. Make sure you're not paying attention to something. Ain't no making up. I don't know if this person thought at some point they were going to be able to make up with you. There's no making up. Ain't no making up. I need more from you. This is what I mean. They only want to make up with you, This sister only wants to make up with you because they need more from you. The shit I be talking about. endlessly pouring, endlessly forgiving, endlessly doing things to replenish somebody on a soul level that they could never do for you. Stop doing that shit. Stop fucking doing that shit. I don't care if they're your family or not. Nigga, you cannot give me what I give you. You cannot do for me what I do for you. So no, stop depending on me. Stop expecting me to be this person that you know I am, knowing you are not capable of being receptive of that. You're not capable of being reciprocal of that. Somebody's in awe of you. You amaze them. I live in a perpetual state of happiness. You don't fit into their boxes. This person could have underestimated you. Somebody could have a dream journal. Okay? A dream journal could be significant. My son's over there with my journal. It's not necessarily a dream journal, but there might be some dreams in there. But it's something I was doing when I was reading The Artist Way. You're supposed to wake up every morning, write everything in your mind down on a piece of paper, and it clears your head for the entirety of the day. Like literally when I used to do it, I stopped doing it for a little bit, but when I used to do it, the entirety of my day, clear mind. I had nothing else to think about. Everything was written down this morning. Excuse me. From the dreams to the how I feel to the everything. Everything. So this person is too prideful to ask for help. Even though they know they need the help, they're too prideful to ask for the help. So that I mean, ego, pride was at the forefront of today's message. So this collective, your message from the Most High is to be mindful of oversharing, overextending yourself. You're really being asked to pour into yourself more because a lot of people around you, collective, are moving out of ego, moving out of pride. They're moving from a space of, I need you to be smaller in order for you to be able to be who I want you to be so you can be in my life. And that's up to you if you want to do that. You know, that's up to you. But I'm not doing that. So, okay. I'm not doing that. Let's hop into some tarot. These are people who don't want you to be who you are. They don't want you to be as big as you are. Even if it's not like, oh, I'm on this TV screen. Sometimes your light, your impact, the ripple effect that you send through the entire fucking nation, bitch, that shit is big. All right? It's big as fuck. You actually have influence. You actually have impact on people. So remember that. While people want you to be small, there's no minimizing your impact. There's no minimizing your influence. Purity, abstinency. There's no minimizing it, babe. Fuck out my face. Shit that you've been doing for years. Motherfuckers just now popping out the woodwork. Shit that you've been talking about. Just now popping out the woodworks with it. Yeah. That's your impact. That's your influence. That's you. Trust your intuition. It is right. Trust your instincts and your gut feelings. All right? Trust yourself. This is your confirmation to trust yourself. This person is committed to misunderstanding you. These people, this environment, whatever it is committed to misunderstanding you. Pour into yourself more. Not saying there aren't people out there who are going to be aligned to you, but at this point in time, there are not people around you that are close enough to you that you are in alignment to right now. No. You're being asked to retreat. You're being asked to pour into yourself. Because at some point when you do that, people's lives actually start to hit them. They actually have less time to come worry about you and more time to focus on what the fuck is really going on in their life when you're not there. Great. Alright, Holy Spirit, show me what I need to see for this collective. Y'all, I have so many books and journals and shit like that. Somebody maybe has a lot of what I have. And they're going to be asked to do something very similar to what I'm going to be asked to do. It's like, if you're being called to journal and write about your journey, do that. It's documentation. Like, at some point, you may be able to bring all of these books to somebody and say, make something out of all of this shit, okay? I got 20 books for you. Make something out of this shit. Do something. Okay? Write it down. Write everything down. I don't care what it is. Document everything. Oh my God, when I woke up this morning, I had a dream and I burped in my dream and write it down. I don't care. Write it all down. All right? Holy Spirit, show me what I need to see for this collective. You'd be surprised how many books I got around here just full of work. Girl, this is my most recent journal. I got this maybe a year ago, if that. I'm almost done. I got like this many, not even. I got like this many pages left in it. And this is everything. Write it down, please. That's just one book I have. Write it down. Because it could all be useful at some point in time. Like, this shit could be turned into a lesson plan, a book. I don't care what it can be turned into. A memoir. Write it down. Write it down. Thank you for the rose. That's the easiest way to process your emotions as well, especially if you're somebody who's afraid to really speak to somebody else about how you feel. Write it down. Write it down like you talking to the Most High. That's what Most High get. Write it down like you're talking to God. Like, write it down. Yep. Like you're talking to somebody. If you have trouble talking to people. Or you just don't have people around you that understand you. Put it like that. That understand the shit that you're going through. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Shit that they may not be tuned into quite yet. Excuse me. Write it down. Alright. Holy Spirit, show me what this collective is. The Chariot is in reverse. Sat down. Why did I hear sat down? Sat down. Sat down. When the Chariot is in the reverse, this is, for me, the Most High is putting you in park. This is like, sit down. I need you to see something. Like, even if this is on a good tip, like how I just sat down for the last couple of days, and I'm probably still going, sit down. I need you to see something. Three wands that you do not, this is something about your future. Something about your future that you cannot see. Sit down. I need you to see it. Queen of Wands, I'm telling you, sit down. Sit down. I need you to see something right quick. Maybe you are juggling something, okay? It caused some sort of tower or like some abrupt, like something quick, swift happened in some type of way. All right, Two of Cups out here. This could have been like a friendship or some shit like this. So something light. Or maybe someone came into your life pretty quick. like maybe you overlooked somebody in a sense. Excuse me. That's actually aligned in some type of way. Like meant to be in your future in some type of way. Four of Cups. Disappointment. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. So maybe there's a Queen of Wands out here who's realizing someone maybe in connection to you, some sort of friend in some type of way, collective, is realizing like there's a level of disappointment from their lack of love or self-source in life. Okay, I don't feel like this is a totality thing, but it showed up like this wound they had in regards to the Most High, how they see life, how they see people. It showed up in their reciprocity, how they give and how they take. And somebody's kind of like in a sense disappointed in themselves. Excuse me, because of this. Or there's just a level of disappointment, period. Like, I could have did better than that. You know what I mean? I could have approached this differently or some shit like this. Yeah, 10 of Wands is in the reverse. It feels like somebody maybe tried to push some type of weight off on somebody, like, oh, that's not my fault. You know how somebody activates or triggers you in some type of way, and people be like, oh no, fuck that person, fuck you. That's what this person could have did. They like, damn, I could have probably reacted differently. I could have probably reacted differently, a more healthy way. Could have triggered somebody. That's okay. The stars in the reverse. Maybe somebody built some type of an image. This could be somebody who damn near built their image based off of your shit. Your shit. No, real shit. Not to saying this was like vindictive or some shit like this, but maybe somebody, like I said, was unconsciously getting their inspiration from you, collective, and not their inspiration from source. It's okay to be inspired by other people, but a lot of what they had going on was solely from you. You see what I'm saying? Not the source. I feel like whoever this collective is, you're not taking this personal. I don't feel like you're taking this personal. Even though you see it. Knight of Cups in the reverse. So now this person is unfulfilled. Because like I said, this is God sitting this person down to show you like this is where you're getting your shit from. You're not getting it from the source. This is your stardom. This is the light that's within you. You're not getting it from the light that's within you. You're getting it from the light that's within this person. And that's why this person has been sat down. Like somebody's understanding the choices that they're making aren't coming from them. Or weren't. That's what this sit down was about. It was coming from the influence and the impact of you, of this leader, this Queen of Wands. Page of Wands. So this person was doing this because they wanted a fresh start, a new beginning, start over in some type of way. Two of Swords. And whatever decision this was they made, it didn't give them the new beginning, the Page of Wands they were looking for. It gave them a death. It gave them a death to who they are, to who they were. Excuse me, so they can become who they actually are. Like somebody's realizing I actually have my own. I'm not them and they're not me. Like nobody can be me. That's the vibe. Like yes, this person is influential and they have their own impact. They're a leader in whatever way, but somebody's learning to tap into their own stardom, or will be learning to tap into their own stardom. It's as simple as that. But it takes for this death to occur. This is what's happening currently. The death is what's happening currently, so that this can actually change from the Ace of Cups in the reverse to this. So not only do I love myself, I love source, I love life, I love everything in its whole, how the interconnectedness of everything, the cyclical nature, the flow state, the mental gymnastics. I love life. I love myself enough to thrive in life. This is what somebody's going through. Temperance. Okay, so this is what's going to bring back balance, stability, yin and yang to this disappointment. It's almost going to be like a bittersweet thing for this person. Okay, it's going to be almost like a bittersweet thing for this person. It's going to be a King of Pentacles in the reverse as well. Because maybe this Queen of, maybe whoever these people were in this energy, King of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe whoever these people were, they weren't ready for this change, right? Like I said, that's why it came out like a tower. Somebody was resisting this change. Like, I don't want to be different. I don't want to have a different outlook on source, love, life, and myself. I don't want to get my inspiration from anywhere other than this Queen of Wands. And somebody's realizing that's not healthy and that's not okay. So the disappointment that they're feeling is going to be bittersweet once they get on the rebirth end of this, because you learned a lot from this person. You realize how impact and influence works. Like, you learned a lot here. Like I said, copying or not copying, people are still getting the fucking message. Okay? And that's what this person is realizing. Maybe I wasn't living in the fullness of it, but I got the message. And that's what I needed to take from it. I didn't need to take everything else I took from it with this person. And I also didn't have to, like, minimize, is what I'm hearing, minimize this person in some type of way. Excuse me. Also, this person is realizing they was putting on a show. All of this shit was about performance. So somebody wanted to look like they know God and not actually know God. Because a lot of the times, a lot of people in real life know God and it don't look like they know God, right? All of those homeless people that be sitting on the side of the road, those motherfuckers in shelters, all of those people that y'all overlook and start looking at the glamorous motherfuckers first, those people actually have a relationship with God more than those motherfuckers who are trying to look like they have a relationship. This is what this is about. Somebody's done trying to look like they have a relationship and actually have a relationship, because they understand how powerful your impact can be, how powerful your influence can be. Like, somebody understands their power, excuse me, and where it lies in source. Three of Swords in the upright. It's everywhere. Maybe 1 minute this person is heartbroken, next minute they're like hiding this heartbroken, hiding it. You know what I mean? Like, somebody maybe kind of like was back and forth. Excuse me. Damn. All right. The Lovers came out here, so this could also be bringing balance to a divine connection in some type of way, something that's in depth. This ain't small, okay? This could be family though, don't have to be. But it's a divinely ordained and aligned connection. Four of Swords. So they're going through this transition. Ace of Wands is in the reverse. Somebody's setting boundaries. I'm looking at an Emperor now. This person realized that they were investing in not growing, even if it didn't show up like that to them, or it didn't look like that to them. Somebody understands they were investing in stagnancy. No way around it, right? No way around it. Okay. Queen of Swords. All right. Something you were very direct or blunt about in some type of way. Very, this is what it is, this is what it isn't. Left someone in some type of defeated energy. Five of Swords. Or like conflict, arguing. Queen of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. The World card in the reverse. Knight of Cups. Somebody's still gonna try to come give you some shit even though they're not in alignment to you. So be mindful of that. There's somebody out here who wanna come give you some shit even though they're not in alignment to you. So be mindful of taking that shit. Because this is just them trying to delay something. This is them trying to delay. This is not like, and this is just a cup too. It's just like, oh, I'm gonna come tell you how I feel. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna come show up, be present, actually do some shit. I'm just gonna come tell you how I feel. That bitch, that helps you more than it helps me. Get the fuck out my face. Get out my face. This is what I mean. Like somebody think they finna come in and just, like, I don't know, child. That shit helps them more than it helps you. So, I mean, you can listen, but taking that and running with it would be your mistake. It would be your mistake, babe. Something ain't over. Something's not over. In terms of this lover's connection with this Queen of Swords, it's just about maybe whatever this partnership is could be going through a death and a rebirth. All right, this could be two women too. All right, this could be two women. All right, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. Judgment is out here. Temperance. It's because somebody made some type of adjustment call to bring balance to this situation. Like somebody's saying, I'm going to bring balance to this situation, or taking the action, I want to say, to change. That's what's bringing balance to this. That's what somebody made their judgment call. Like, this is my final decision, my end all be all. The World card is in the reverse. I'm not the World card. The Wheel of Fortune, and then the Ten of Pentacles is in the upright. With the King of Pentacles in the reverse, Five of Like I said, be mindful. Somebody got some whole other shit going on and they're trying to delay it by hanging or clanging on to your ass or being dependent on your ass. I'm telling you, because they realize where they are, which is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and where you are, which is the 10 of Pentacles in the upright, and they are in the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse as the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Do you feel what I'm saying? Like somebody is really, really trying to keep themselves out of this conflict. They really, really trying to keep themselves out, but they're in it. They're trying to exclude themselves from some shit that they included themselves in. And they're trying to use you to do that. No, babe. Stay your ass over there. No, babe. Stay your ass over there. You included your ass in that shit. You willingly included your ass into that shit. And now you're going to come over here and try to delay it by kicking it with us? No, ma'am. No, sir. No, sir. Page of Swords in the reverse. All right. 2 of Cups. 10 of Cups. King of Swords in the reverse. Also, somebody could be watching you and saying they're not watching you or acting like they're not watching you. Babe, shit, stupid. Like, we fucking see you. Like, what the fuck? Stop sitting outside the live, cuz don't change nothing. Knight of Cups out here. I'm telling you. They gonna show up like they don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm telling you. They gonna show up like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Get the fuck out of my face. Confirmation with the beat. Promise you. They're gonna show up, text you, call you, whatever. Show up like they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You bring it up, they're gonna act clueless. You know what I'm saying? Clueless. Because this all they give a fuck about is delaying their situation. Coming to tell you something that's gonna help them. Shit, you telling me how you feel ain't helping me. Telling me that you care now, that does nothing for me. When you're in this state, you're in the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse. You're in the Wheel of Fortune. You all fucked up, all out of alignment. You all like, this is my car so fucked up. That bitch probably would take a month to get out the shop. Do you hear what I'm saying? This nigga is gonna take years to get out of the shop. Stay your ass over there. You under repair. This person is under repair by the Most High. And you be a damn fool to insert yourself in that shit. You be a goddamn fool to insert yourself in that shit. 5 of Swords. Defeat. I'm telling you, they're in defeat. The Devil is in the reverse because you're not somebody who's going to be toxic with this person. If you do go over there and you do want to be toxic, you do want to play games, then this person got a little room to play. There's a little karma they can play with. But babe, if you're not on that, which you're not, Empress, they can't do that. Period. Telling you, you not being on that, you not being on that, babe, is exactly what's giving this motherfucker this tower. Give it to their ass. No, you can't come over here. Stay the fuck over there. The shit I be talking about. People choose where they want to be in life. They choose what to invest in. And then when that shit don't work out, they look to you. Stop letting these motherfuckers look to you. Let their ass stay over there. And then they want to come with these piss poor ass cups. Oh, I got this little cup. I got these 2 little cups. I got these feelings that I had. Bitch, you been had them feelings. Them feelings ain't new. Why you trying to come around here and act like them feelings new? Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on, man. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Get the fuck on, man. Feelings is not new. Yeah. You're being asked to keep to yourself 4 coins. And if you have invested it, repossess. Take it back. Leave it be. Take it back, leave it be. Is there anything else? Set boundaries. You're not giving. This is putting your shit on lock. And this ain't even just about the cooch. Put your whole energy on lock. You hear what I'm saying? You're being asked to put your shit on lock. Your whole energy. No, I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time for that shit. Sorry. I appreciate you for telling me how you feel, but moving forward, I don't really have time for anything connected to that. I'm sorry, not sorry. Free yourself. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Excuse me. And this don't feel, it could be lovers for some of you because the lovers card came out. And I did see the emperor and the empress. Like I said, this, even if this is your kingdom spouse, babe, they've descended. Like I said, when the collective message came out, contract null and void. Okay? You're going to be getting someone new. You're being asked not to be friends. Even if this person come with all of this, I care. I'm sorry, I can't be friends. I don't have room for friends that got this type of shit going on. No. Because what people don't realize is when people are in this type of predicament, this King of Wands, King of Pentacles in the reverse is in this type of predicament, there's people connected to them as well that are in this predicament. This is not some shit that this person got into by themselves. This is some shit that they have worked together with people and got into. This is not something that you partook in. This is not something that you invested in any type of way that led to what this person is going through. That is not your fault, and it is not your obligation to stick around and be a friend to a motherfucker who put themselves in the predicament that they're in, and they didn't give a fuck to tell you how they felt about you until now. They didn't give a fuck until everything was all in shit, rock bottom, before they want to tell you how they feel. And it really ain't shit for real. This little fish in a cup ass shit. It ain't shit. If this person wanted to invest in you, they wouldn't even be able to. So all of these emotions is nothing but talking. It's just feelings. I can't do shit for real. Meanwhile, you got 10-10 energy out here, babe. I'm telling you, if you let this motherfucker come be something as simple as a friend, they will suck the life out of you. In some way, shape, or form, you will be a shield to whatever karma they're going through. So I advise you to leave it be. Because you are already here. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. And they clicked up. Like I said, this ain't no shit this person got into alone. This ain't no shit this person got into alone. I'm telling you, Queen of Cups in the reverse. There's other people involved in why this person is in a predicament that they're in. So all of them have to pay for the consequences of their actions. Not just this person. All of them. And what this look like to me is a feminine energy who done manipulated the shit out of this nigga out his money. If you want to keep it a bean, you're broke because this bitch plays on your feelings. Boom. You're broke because this bitch plays on your fucking feelings. Is there anything else? Because this bitch is fucking you. Sucking your sacral energy, which is your money energy. Your creativity energy, sucking your shit dry. That's what that is. And you need to free yourself from anybody who's dealing with those types of demons. Do you hear what I'm saying? Those are demons. Connected entities attached to people. Be mindful. Stop letting people just make y'all believe it's just what you could see. No, this shit is deeper than what you could see. Those people have shit attached to them that cannot be attached to you and your destiny and your future. So it's up to you, babe. Stay out the way. Pour into yourself. That's what's going to give you this balance. 8 of Cups, that shit. Everything connected to it and it. This is somebody who refused to do the right thing. Okay? This ain't no, oh, I just didn't want... I refused to do the right thing. So that bitch smacked me like a tower when you decided to make the decision that you made as a empress. Because let's be real, this nigga's a king of pentacles. Don't know who you were dealing with, but they're already small. They're not even an emperor. Understand? They're not on your level. That's what this tower is about. They were never on your level, babe. This was just a motherfucker who was trying to keep their head above water. Trust me. Head above water. That's all they wanted. Meanwhile, you out here in this Empress energy, receiving, thriving, building a family, building a legacy for yourself, babe. Remaining out of toxic energy. This is some shit that is potent than a bitch. You hear what I'm saying? Somebody just get a taste of this shit, they can fix some shit that's going on in their life. I'm telling you. So you let them do that shit to you if you want to. If they get a taste of that shit, they can fix something that's going on in their life. I promise you. Poverty, lack, and everybody they celebrate and connect it to. They drink with somebody, could be a drinker. They drink together. Yeah. 7 of Wands in the reverse. There's no way for them to defend themselves against this tower other than to use you as a shield. All right. Is there anything else? 9 of Swords, stress, Emperor out here, Magician card, Ace of Swords. Now your new counterpart has arrived. Now your new counterpart has arrived. Because you refuse to partake in this shit, because you refuse to, they're here, man. And y'all both have the truth. Because you could be going through something that's a mirrored experience. The same thing that you're experiencing is the same thing this person is most likely experiencing. Somebody trying to use them as a fucking shield. Just a taste of this nigga energy will fix somebody's problems. You hear what I'm saying? Just a taste of your energy will fix their fucking problems. There's no gender in tarot, but a taste of either one of y'all energy will fix this shit for them. Stay the fuck out the way. Both of y'all, stay out the way. Feminine and masculine. I don't care if you're showing up as the emperor and the empress. If you do everything, you the empress and stay out the way. Stay out the way. Ace of Swords. I'm Intuitive Lights here, Jen. This was a safe space for you guys to heal, gain clarity, enlightenment, and confirmation. Even if you are not able to like, share, comment on this live, I appreciate you guys for being here and taking this message in. Even if you are not able to like, share, comment on this live, I appreciate you guys for being here and taking these messages in. I always ask that you take these things back to prayer before incorporating them into your life. I hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful rest of your day. Ashe. All right, I'm going to call my energy back to me from every timeline, dimension, and reality. Activate, cleanse, and purify before you return back to me immediately and indefinitely. And I'm going to return all of your energy back to you. This is me closing this portal. If you guys want to see this live playback, I will download it and I will upload it to YouTube for you guys. All right, I will see you later. Oh, also, if you want to see me live, I do lives on YouTube sometimes. So you can go over there at Intuitive Light Seers on YouTube. And that's where you'll also catch this replay of this live. All right, bye. Thank you to everybody who's here. Thank you to everybody who sent gifts. Thank you to everybody who purchased any personals, mini reads, questions, or anything like that.